guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money. Unfortunately, this week, Raja didn't make any money. But hey, I hope all my money makers did great in the market. We have some all-time new highs in the Dow, NASDAQ, S&P 500. Just been an explosive market week with earnings season for the banks kicking off so strong. But unfortunately, the electric vehicle business and the SPAC business has not been on fire this week. But that's okay. We're going to talk about what I did, what's going on in my account this week. Also, Kenny and the research team, how they wound up this week. And, of course, we're going to discuss Bitcoin and the Coinbase IPO this week and Dogecoin, the meme coin that's just skyrocketed in the last 2 or 3 days to hitting as high as 42 cents. Now it's sitting at like 37 cents. And it's just crazy. Do you think Dogecoin is even going to last? Is it going to go higher? Is it going to crash? This coin is worth more than, this coin is worth, as much as some of our top, 100 corporations in the world. It's insane that a meme coin is worth $44 billion right now. So let's get right into it. Take a look and see how we did today. So unfortunately, another down day this week. So we had one up day out of the 5 this week. It was only for $8,000. Not as bad as yesterday. But we were down $100,000 today. Now it does say my account's up $400,000, so I'll explain what's going on. But IDX today got pounded, which is really weird. Unfortunately, the options do expire on that one today, so we'll get an extra $900 back. But at this price, it doesn't even pay to sell like a $350 or anything, because they're like 7 cents or 8 cents for next month, and that's a month out. They also do have an earnings on the 16th of next month. So in 3 weeks from now, they are 16. I don't know. In 3 weeks from now, they have their earnings, but the option period won't expire for 4 weeks. So if it did take off, it could be interesting to definitely take a look at. Jaguar today got pounded. I did make one successful trade on Jaguar today on the dip. I'll show you guys what I did, and then Churchill CCIV, of course, and this one today. This has been so frustrating because even today it started way down. It was like 1925, shot up to 2050. I thought, you know what, maybe it's finally going to go. And then it just came back down, and towards the end, it started coming back a little bit at the end of the day. In the last couple of minutes, it just tanked off again. And it just makes no sense because, the pipe's coming through. If this deal closes by, June, July, this thing's going to be, $25 to $30. And, we've seen it pop up pretty quickly. So I don't know. We just got to get the right market and the right stuff moving and everything. But that is where we stand on that. Then for trades today, so Jaguar, when it was hit the low, it was like 120. I said, you know what, let's buy 80,000 shares, try and average this thing down. I only got filled on 37,000 shares. So 37,849 shares at $1.25. I didn't get filled on my full 80,000, but then it popped up when I started buying them to 131, 132. So I said, you know what, let's just sell them, get rid of them. Maybe this thing's going to drop again, and we'll see how Monday goes. But so far, it did not. It did drop a little bit after I sold, but at least I made $2,000 or whatever. So at least I got one successful trade off today that made us money. And yesterday, the other trade that made us money was RGBP. So at least a couple of my small trades are paying off. We're just the CCIV. We have it very heavily weighed, and I also today sold 200 more contracts of the 19s for next week. I figure, pick up a little cash. So as I said, the account shows it up today. What I did is I had a margin call actually, since CCIB had dropped. So I went ahead and put in $500,000 because of the margin call. And I'm probably gonna put another $500,000. The margin call is only for $149,000, but I want to beef up the account and I want to be prepared to do battle on this, CCIB average down or take advantage of a dip, and I think there'll be some profits on it. So, and then once we get out of this mess, we'll take the million back out. But that is where we stand. So I did put $500,000 in there. But like I said, the market today rallied across the board, all new highs everywhere. It's just been insane. Unfortunately, our main holding, CCIV, once again down. We just need to get a 2-3 point up day, and this thing is going to be $1 million up. It's just crazy. The other thing, because the price is now like $4 away from our strike price, the premiums are very small. So it's that's another issue, is that the premiums are so small, so we're not really taking advantage of the there's not a lot of spread there. So even if I roll out next week, where normally or this week we got 15, 20, 30 cents, Right now, if I rolled out a week from now, it had it's like 5-10 cents. It's very low, so we have to get this thing on the upward momentum and moving and stuff to definitely get it going. Bitcoin down a little bit today from its highs. Hit the new highs with the Coinbase. And Coinbase today, interesting enough, was I think it was up today, so it came back a little bit. But still way off its highs and where it started from. But the big one everybody's talking about is Dogecoin. And this is the meme coin. It's a worthless coin. It meant nothing. And people just don't understand this, outside of the fact that you have Elon Musk who started tweeting about this like a month ago or whatever. And then you had Mark Cuban tweeting saying that the Mavericks were to accept Dogecoin as payment and they're never selling a coin. Well, one is that doesn't make any sense. If you're accepting it as payment, why you would never sell it in the future, especially if it was way up. So I'm not sure about all that. But you have all the hype and everything. Well, this is going to be a bubble. It's a supply and demand. Everybody's jumping on it. So I think it's also hurting a little bit like Bitcoin dropping because everybody sees this thing running. So everyone's going to take all their money, jump in this, and then all of a sudden everyone's going to sell this and it's going to collapse and someone's going to be left holding that bag. But right now and this week and these few days, or if you're into it at 7 cents, you're doing terrific. If you're into it at 1 cent where it was before it ran to that 7 cents and then back down to like 5 cents, you're doing phenomenal. If somebody could see this through the future and pick the next coin that's going to run, but like I said, at the end of the day, there's no value to this coin. And I guess outside of using it at the Mavericks store in Texas to buy souvenirs, I don't know what the hell you're going to do with this thing. So it's going to be interesting. What happens? I think it's heavily manipulated. So, obviously somebody's behind all this. But it's amazing. Like I said, this coin is $44 billion, $48 billion now. This is worth more than most, companies in the world. I mean, there's not even probably 1,000 companies in the world that are worth $48 billion, if that. I mean, it's just insane. And like I said, you got to be careful because when these bubbles burst, these things crash. At least Bitcoin, which is pretty much another imaginary, coin, at least it's being used as payment processing, and there's, you can use it easily, and there's a lot of stuff to do with it. But yeah, this Dogecoin is going to, it's going to be very interesting what happens with this here in the near future. But let me take some questions from you guys, see what everybody's doing today. Jeff says, buy CCIV. Like I said, I think CCIV at this price level is a tremendous buy. I think it's way oversold. We know what the pipe is. So, unless this deal's not going through or there's some news or something new happening that we don't know about, this thing should be a no-brainer right now. So definitely interesting to see what's really happening or taking place there. Somebody says, Ren/Carl, did you sell some and take a profit? Crazy Carl is a Dogecoin buyer, and he did really well with it. So hopefully he did take some money out of it. But you got to be careful with these. Like I said, when they explode, like I said, the profits are incredible. But as fast as they go up, and they can come down very, very quick. Scott says, How's Paradise? Had a great day today. Took an island tour today and saw. Unfortunately, it's very very heavily poverty-stricken here. Very heavy poverty. People live, a couple of dollars a day, and really poor conditions. And there's people who live in nicer conditions. But saw a lot of it. Saw the hillside and saw an area where they did film some of the Jurassic Park and different stuff. But it's a beautiful country. It's just unfortunately a lot of poverty here and stuff. So Jeff says, Raja, how did you do on the group pool Tuesday? Unfortunately, we had a losing group pool, but that's okay. It's a 2-day group pool. So first of all, tonight on the Big Jackpot channel, I have a massive blackjack premiere video coming out tonight. So you're not going to want to miss that from when I was here last time. Then I'm going to be doing live roulette after that. So tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern time, I'm going to be doing the largest live roulette ever online. So I figure I lost $1 million this week in the stock market. What's 30, 40, 50 grand on a roulette table tonight to see if we can maybe I don't know, if we hit a couple of numbers, we may make all our money back from the market this week. Never know. But we're going to have the largest roulette live show ever tonight. And then right after that, for my Patreon members on the Big Jackpot, we'll be doing the second part of the group pool, as well as I'm going to play some more slots and everything. So that should be fun. But hey, this is about this is about Roger Makes Money, not the big jackpot. And hope you guys all had a great week, especially all my Patreon members and YouTube sponsors. I hope you guys everyone had a great week. If you guys want to get any of our information, any of my trades as I do them in real time, we have our private Patreon group at patreon.com/Raja Makes Money. And of course, I didn't even discuss this with you guys yet. Are you guys ready for this? How did the research team do today? We got Kenny and the research team. Let's see how they did. Let's take a look, see how they did. Moving. Unfortunately, the research team is down $1,000 today, but not too bad. They're only 1.5% off their highs, and they still have quite a bit of money. So the research team has a couple of stocks that I know they like a lot on here. They're doing KNOS, which is a play related to Dogecoin right here. This Cronus, and that one looks like it's down a little bit for him today. But yeah, you always have to remember this stuff just doesn't go straight up. Sometimes it comes up and down and all around. So you just got to play it. But a couple of these have done really well. Here's one that's up $500 today. And unfortunately, you're going to have the losers. But Kenny and the research team, they cleared out a lot of the duds, and they're going to refocus. And they have a really good feeling about this coming week. And I hope they have a terrific week because the more they make, it's my money in play. So it all is a win-win. Also, Seek is another one they like a lot. The directory.com has got some stuff coming out on it, so keep an eye on that one. But yeah, this is what they got, and this is everything that they sold. This Life Clips one had a big week. I think got up to like 9-10 cents, or 9/10 of a penny. That thing had a huge run up. So, but this is the research team's account, and this is where they are for the week. And hopefully, wishing them a terrific week next week. Hopefully, me and the research team can have a major comeback week next week. So, should be good stuff. Andy says, I bought CCID thinking of you, 100 contracts at 8 cents calls. So, not sure which one you bought, but hopefully the stock goes up and your calls make a lot of money. So, Renslot says, what platform are you guys playing Dogecoin through? So most people, if you're going to play Dogecoin, you probably want to play it on Robinhood. That's probably the best bet because obviously Robinhood has there's something inside going on with Robinhood and Dogecoin. And actually Robinhood yesterday was down for a little while. All the people who signed up to buy Dogecoin and everything crashed the system. So definitely some stuff there. Giovanni says, Pundex, what do you think? I've never even heard of it. Take a look for you. Pundex. Pundux. No clue what that is. Doesn't even come up. So, not sure it's a stock or a cryptocurrency, but nothing pulls up for that. So, if you have any more information, also, guys, when you ask questions, always tell me hey, what do you think of this one? Why you like it? Is there something you want me to look at? Give you an opinion on? So definitely want to see it. Carl says ETH, yeah, Ethernet. And that one was down a little bit today. Like I said, you're going to see a retreat. These bubbles, these things come up a little bit. You have the activity. You'll probably see a little retreat, but based on Coinbase and everything we're seeing today or this week with Coinbase going public, probably when that Robinhood IPO comes out, we could see a huge spike again in cryptocurrency, especially in Bitcoin. So that may be an opportunity to try and play the Bitcoin craze. But like I said, you guys, you've watched these things go up, and as fast as they go up is as fast as they can go down. So just be really, really careful. Like I said, it's only play with what you're willing to lose. I would feel really bad right now being down $1 million this week if I was playing with my life savings or my kids' education or my what I'm going to eat with this week or gamble with. But no, only use what you guys want to risk, and the markets are like a big casino with a lot more slot machines to do and stuff. So he says, Justin, I honestly think ASDN is a good one to look into in the aerospace industry. Sure, look at that one. ASDN. Astro Aerospace. Astro. Don't know anything about this one, but if you look at the 6-month chart, looks like it had its little spike when everybody, probably with the, I don't know why, but it's been as high as $7 down to $3, so around this area. Not sure much about this one, but without knowing anything about it, definitely doesn't look, definitely looks like it definitely ran tremendously. So I would be careful with that one, but definitely look at it. Roland says, look at EBET. So take a look at that. Let's see this one. Wow. Esports, that doesn't look very good. High of $25 to $54 to $25 today. Yeah, this one's. Oh, this one just went public yesterday or something. Let's see. Don't know a whole lot about this one. I guess, was this a new one, or I don't know. I didn't follow this one, but definitely a huge drop. Doesn't look too good if you ask me. So definitely be careful. And he says, I bought 8,000 contracts of CCIV. We'll see 12 cents at $25. Is that for this coming week or for in 5 days? I mean, CCIV can run. I mean, we've watched it many days go up a couple of points and down a couple of points. We've watched it go down and come back. It's been very interesting. Pretty much every week this week, it would go up and then just crash. So not sure why, and very interesting and stuff. Just didn't trade like it normally trades. So I don't know if somebody knows something. Maybe this big Apple news Tuesday. Tuesday could be interesting too with Apple and stuff. They have their big announcement, especially on 4/20. So it'll be very, very interesting. Bryce, Raja, do you invest in casino stocks? I do own some casino stocks, but they're not really my focus. I have said I really like the Monarch. I think that one's going to do really well. But the problem is a lot of the casinos are already way up, and this is going to be very, very interesting. You have all the reopening plays, casinos outside of the cruise industry. You have all this stuff going on, but now they're saying we may have to get another vaccination every year. They don't know. COVID is on the rise, even though 40% of America has now been vaccinated. 50% will be vaccinated by the end of the month, but you have it on the rise. So it's going to be very interesting. The thing you have to really look at is if there is a huge outbreak or these vaccinations don't work, I don't know. I mean, it could be really disasterful of what happens because, how much more money can the government put into this economy? You have to remember, our economy is on fire because the government, dumps $6 trillion almost into this economy. At some point, that's going to end. People have to pay taxes, and we're going to go back to a normal life. And also it's very interesting. It's getting people back to work. These people still don't want to work, and it's hard for employers, that actually have the business and now needed people to get people because people don't want to work because they're getting so much money from the government. So this is definitely another problem. And these are big issues, and companies are facing people, small businesses. Excuse me. So it's going to be interesting. Like I said, we just have to really pray that we don't have another outbreak and summer goes terrific. So, but hey guys, I am on vacation. I'm going to go back into vacation mode. I'm going to enjoy. I got 2 more nights here. For all my Big Jackpot fans watching, we have a great premiere tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Blackjack on YouTube. Then on Facebook, the Big Jackpot Facebook page, I'm going to do the highest action ever live roulette tonight. And then after that, for my Big Jackpot Patreon members, we're going to have the second night of the group pool and live slot play by me afterwards. So should be lots of fun, and hopefully everything goes terrific. And wishing you guys the best of luck next week in the market. I'm not sure. Sunday night I get in late, so I'm not sure if I'll have a Sunday night, weekly show to talk about the week coming up. But no matter what, guys, I hope that you guys have a terrific week trading next week if I don't talk to you before Monday. And best of luck, and I hope you guys all had a terrific week this week with the markets being up so high. But thanks a lot, guys, for joining us. This is Raja Makes Money. If you haven't subscribed yet, Click that subscribe button. If you haven't followed me yet on Facebook, make sure to follow me. Otherwise, take care, and I'll see some of you guys tonight on the Big Jackpot. Take care and have a great rest of your weekend.